Welcome back to the Solar System Quiz Challenge. In this episode, we explore some amazing discoveries from space missions and telescopes. Get ready to test your knowledge and learn something incredible about our universe. Let's begin. Question number one: who was the first person to use a telescope to study the night sky and discover moons around Jupiter? A. Isaac Newton, B. Galileo Galilei, C. Albert Einstein, D. Johannes Kepler. Take a couple of seconds to think carefully. The correct answer is B. Galileo Galilei. In 1610, Galileo used a telescope to observe four large moons orbiting Jupiter. Did you know the moons Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto are called Galilean moons? And they were the first evidence that not everything revolves around Earth. Let's move on to question number two. Which spacecraft was the first to land humans on the moon? Apollo 8, Apollo 9, 11, Voyager 1, Sputnik 1. The correct answer is B. Apollo 11. Apollo 11 landed on the moon on July 20th, 1969. Do you know astronaut Neil Armstrong became the first person to walk on the moon and said the famous words, "That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind." Question number three: which spacecraft has traveled the farthest from Earth? A. Hubble Space Telescope, B. Voyager 1, C. Apollo 13, D. Curiosity rover. Take few seconds to think carefully. The right answer is B. Voyager 1. Voyager 1 was launched in 1977 and is the most distant human made object. Voyager 1 has already entered interstellar space, the region beyond our solar system. Imagine you traveling on that. Question number 4: which space telescope has taken some of the most detailed images of galaxies and nebulae since 1990? A. Kepler Space Telescope, B. James Webb Space Telescope, C. Hubble Space Telescope, D. Chandra Observatory. Take a couple of seconds to think carefully. The correct answer is C. Hubble Space Telescope. Hubble has helped scientists understand the age of universe and discover distant galaxies. Do you know Hubble orbits Earth at about 540 kilometers above the surface, completing one orbit every 95 minutes? Isn't that fascinating? Let's move on to question number 5. Which rover is currently exploring Mars to search for signs of an ancient life? A. Spirit, B. Opportunity, C. Perseverance, D. Pathfinder. The correct answer is C. Perseverance. NASA's Perseverance rover landed on Mars in 2021 to collect samples and study ancient rocks. Do you know Perseverance also carried a small helicopter called Ingenuity, which became the first aircraft to fly on another planet? Imagine you being on that helicopter. Question number 6: which mission sent the first artificial satellite into space in 1957? A. Sputnik 1, B. Explorer 1, C. Apollo 7, D. Voyager 2. Take few seconds to think carefully. The correct answer A. Sputnik 1. Sputnik 1 was launched by Soviet Union and became the first human-made satellite to orbit Earth. Fun fact, Sputnik was about the size of basketball and transmitted radio signals back to Earth. Let's move on to question number 7. Which space telescope was launched in 2021 to study the earliest galaxies in the universe? A. Hubble, B. James Webb, C. Kepler, D. Spitzer. Take a couple of seconds. The right answer is B. James Webb Telescope. The James Webb Telescope is designed to observe distant galaxies and study how stars and planets form. Do you know its mirror is 6.5 meters wide and made of 18 gold coated segments? That's wide, isn't it? Let's move on to the last question. What was the first spacecraft to visit all four outer planets? A. Voyager 1, B. Voyager 2, C. Pioneer 10, D. Galileo Orbiter. And the correct answer is B. Voyager 2. Voyager 2 is the only spacecraft that has visited Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. These are our outer planets. There is one more name to all the outer planets. Do you remember from our episodes? Do you know Voyager 2 discovered new moons and rings around several of the outer planets? Isn't that cool? Well done, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the quiz. Review what you learned today and keep building your knowledge. As mentioned earlier, you can download the worksheet and some cool, interesting facts in the link below. Thank you.